Hi everyone. Maybe we will start. So maybe before going to the session, I want to let you know if you have any doubt or if you have any questions. Either you can unmute your mic and talk. Otherwise, you can post it in a chat. So if you have a question, either unmute and or you can post it in a chat.
Yes, I have something to say.
Yeah, sure.
Regarding the recorded lectures that were sent, the link was sent in the group. Unfortunately, I could only listen to the sounds, but I couldn't see anything.
Okay. I don't know. Shamriti, maybe I don't have access to that. I have to check with Shamriti or Dr. Rajit. Okay, I will check with them and let you know. Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
okay. So, any other question in either Python or statistics or any basic uh, concepts, you can let me know. So, let me know. Okay. Maybe some of you have asked questions in Python. So maybe I will take some basic concepts in Python now. In this session, I will walk you through the Python basics.
Hello.
I, yeah, tell me.
Just 1 minute. So this is Samriddhi. I just wanted to clarify with Alfred if it is okay if I can call you Alfred. What was the problem exactly? You said you couldn't access the recordings or
Santino, you are there.
Yes, sir.
So she's
yeah,
asking. uh,
yeah. What exactly was the issue with the recordings? Were you not able to access it or?
Yeah, I could only get access to the audio, but I couldn't show everything on the display.
Okay, you've joined the group recently, is it? You've not got the playlist yet?
I did. I went through it, but unfortunately, the recordings which are there, the ones which can play it was for previous groups, not for our group, not for course one.
Okay. I'll check. I'll check and share if we can get the basic recordings and share it again in the group.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I will share my screen and we will see the basic course one topic basics in Python. Okay. Maybe in interest of time, I will go little fast. Okay. So Python, we will start with the basic. This is used for software development, machine learning, automation, and game development. So we will see some basic terminology in Python. So in future, if in class or in lab, you may not confuse with the terms. So These are all the things you need to understand or you should be familiar with. Let's say what is variable. Variable is name given to the memory location or it is a basic storage unit of storage in the program. For example, patient age equal to 45. Patient age is a variable. Okay. So it is the name given to the specific character or specific thing. For example, gender equal to male. Gender is a variable or height equal to 6 feet, height is a variable. So variable is a name given to the memory location in the computer. Let's see what are all the types of data in Python. One is integer. Integer is also a numerical variable where the value will be without decimal. Okay. So integer is a numerical variable without decimal. The value will be a number and but it will not have a decimal. There is another thing, float. Float will have the decimal numbers. Okay. String is any alphabetic with numbers, only alphabets or alphabet with the numbers. Okay. So string is the combination of alphabets and numbers or only alphabets. There is one more thing, operator. For example, here there is one variable called total dose, where we are multiplying dosage into number of patient. So here we are using a multiplication symbol star. So star, this is a symbol, or we will call it as an operator. Okay, this operator will perform certain tasks. Either it can be addition, or it can be multiplication. So this symbol we will call it as an operator. For example, in here, if you see, we are adding patient age 1 plus age 2 plus age 3 plus is an operator. Expression, it's a combination of variable, operator, value. So for example, if you are calculating average age, you are adding the age of all the patients. So here we are using some operator plus and we are having some as a root or some combination of variable here, age 1, age 2, age 3. So we will call it this as a expression. Statement. So whatever inside you are putting a single line of code that performs a specific task. So each line in Python code we will call it as a statement. Okay. So we will again see variable. Variable is a name given to the memory location, age, gender, BMI, weight, height. These are all the variable. So there are different data type. Integer is a numerical variable where the values will not have decimal. Float, it is also a numerical variable, but it will have a decimal. String, it is a combination of alphabet and numbers or only alphabet. Operator, it can be plus, minus, multiplication or division. These are all operators in Python. The symbol which denotes the addition, division or multiplication. Expression, it is nothing but combination of variable, operators and values. This is called expression. Statement, every line in the Python code, we will call it as a statement. Okay, now I have a few questions. So if you know the answer, uh, put a message in a chat. Okay. Which of the following is an example of variable in clinical trial contest? I have given 4 options. Find which is the variable here. So read the option and let me know which is the variable here. So if you know the answer, put it in a chat. There are 4 options. Which is the variable in this options? Okay, Dr. Kitty B, Anjali is saying B, Kamini B, okay. Okay, perfect. B is the correct answer. Well done. We will go to next question. So here, which is the integer data type? Here, there are integer is a numerical variable, but find which is the integer here. Go through the option and let me know which is the integer here. Okay, C. Yeah, perfect. Now, number of patient, that is 100. There is no decimal. So this is integer in Python. Uh, okay. Which of the following correctly represent a floating data point in the clinical trial? Read the option and let me know which is float here. Okay, B, Anjali is saying B. A float. I'm asking about a float. Okay, Ketki Vaishnavi is saying C. Yeah, dosage is the float. Okay, because the value has the decimal value. It's a decimal. Decimal means float data type. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, what is the example of string data type here? There are four values are there, four options are there. Tell me which is the string here. Okay, B. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, B is the correct one. Perfect. Okay. Okay. Here there is something option. What is operator? Read the option and let me know what is operator here. Okay, D. Yeah, perfect. D is the correct one. Operator is nothing but it is a simple addition or subtraction, division, anything simple which denotes the certain mathematical operation, we will call it as operator. Okay, I think these are all easy one now. Okay. Okay, now we will go to next concept, Python. Okay. Okay. Python. Before you are writing a Python code, you have to follow certain rules. Okay, syntax is nothing but Python syntax is nothing but it is a set of rules you have to follow while writing a Python code. So before you start writing a code, you should know this rules. Okay. So Python is always case sensitive. Maybe I will explain with one of the code, then you people will understand it in a better way. So just name, this is okay. Can you tell me what is the variable type here? Whether it is integer or it is a float or string? Can you tell me whether this what type of variable it is? If you know the answer, put it in a chat. Okay. Yes, Sanjali, this is a string. Okay. So anything you have an alphabet or a combination of alphabet and numbers, it is a string variable. Okay. Now I'm running this, and then if you want to print this one function, what it will do is it will display the value of the variable. So the value of the variable is Jeny, right? So the print statement will display the value of the variable. For example, I am putting some other value here, and then if I run the print statement, it will display the value of the variable. Similarly, if I put age equal to 40, age equal to 18, and then I am using print, this will also display the value of the variable. Okay. Okay. So, okay, now we will see the roots of the Python. Okay. Okay, so we will see when you are writing a Python code, you should be very careful. It is always case sensitive. Okay, case sensitive means here I'm giving name, right? The variable name is name, or here if you see the variable name is age, right? So in print, I always should use age. Okay, then it will display the value here. But if I use capital AGE, Python will show the error. Okay. So Python is always case sensitive, meaning if you are using a small letter for the variable, you should always use the small letter. If you use the small letter in one side, in another place, if you use capital letter, then it will show the error. Okay. So always be consistent. Everywhere use the same case. Lower case means lower case. You should not use one place capital A and another place small a. So Python is case sensitive. For example, name and names, capital name and small letter name will have a different meaning in Python. Okay, so variable should start with the uppercase letter, lowercase letter, or an underscore. Okay. For example, either the variable should start with upper letter or lower letter or underscore. Okay. Okay. So Python will either accept the variable name can be started with upper letter or lower letter, or it can start with the underscore. Other than that, if you give any other symbol, it will throw a error. Okay. For example, if you start with the dollar name, it will throw a error. Okay. So the variable name should always start with the either upper letter or lower letter or either underscore. Okay, Python doesn't require semicolon. For example, in C++ programming and all, each line of the code will end with something called semicolon. Okay, but in Python, your line of the code need not to end with the semicolon or colon. Okay, you need not to give semicolon at the end of each code. Okay. And for example, if you want to give some editing for your code, you can give something. Uh, this is my first. This is my first code. Okay. Then next. Okay. So if you want to give editing for the code, you can start with the you can start with this symbol. Okay. So Python, what it will do, this will it will consider this is as a editing. So always, if you want to give editing, use this symbol, and then you can write your editing title or editing. Okay, so always follow this rule. Python is case sensitive. If you are using a variable name, a small letter, even in other place, use the same case. Okay, lower case or upper case. Don't use upper case in one place and smaller one in another place. Okay. variable should start with the uppercase letter, lowercase letter, or underscore. So the variable should start with either lower letter or upper letter or underscore. Okay. Other than that, if you use any other symbol, it will throw the error. So Python doesn't require the semicolon like C, C++. So you need not to give any colon or semicolon at the end of each line. Okay, so if you want to give heading for your code, you can use this symbol. Okay, okay. Now we will see some questions. Okay, so which of the following statement is true about the Python case sensitive? Okay, so read the option and let me know which is the appropriate answer for this. So which statement is true? Three statements are false, only one statement is true. Okay, so option B, okay. Let's see what is option B. Yeah, Python is case sensitive, so trial name and trial name, upper letter trial name and lower letter trial name are different name. Very good, perfect. Yeah, yeah. Anjali, Kamini, Vaishnavi, Ketty, Dr. Ketty, yeah, you all are correct. Perfect. Okay, so well done. Okay. Now let's see in Python clinical trial context, which of the following variable name is in general, which of the variable name is valid here? So here the first option start with capital letter T, second one small letter T, and another one underscore, or then option all the above. Which is the valid in Python? Which option is correct? Option D, yeah. Yeah, Chaitra, Shri, Vaishnavi, Anjali, Kamini. Yeah, you all are correct. Perfect. Yeah, so the variable name can start with a capital letter, small letter, or underscore. So all the above is the correct answer. Okay, so which of the following is not a valid? Which is the not a valid variable name here? So read the option and let me know which is not a valid variable name. So which will throw a error in Python. Okay. D. Yeah, yeah. It's perfect. You all are correct. Perfect. D is the correct. Okay. So here there are how would you terminate the statement? Terminate means at the end of the statement for the dosage variable. So at the end of the value, here the semicolon is there. Second option dot is there. Third, there is no other symbol. Fourth, we have a colon. Okay, so which is the correct option here? So C. Yeah, perfect. Correct. So in Python, we need not to use semicolon or a dot or a colon here. Okay, like C++. So if you want to write a heading or title for your code, what is the correct way to write the heading? So I want to write a heading like number of patients. How will you write a heading? Okay, D. Yeah, perfect. D is the correct. Perfect. Okay, maybe interest of time, we will go to next. So as I said, now we will see print statement. Okay. The print is the basic function. What it will do is, if you want to give new, for example, if you want to give integer, Okay, so integer I am displaying, you need not to give anything here. Okay, so one is the integer, right? Decimal also you can give float. It will display the value here. And now if you want, so for integer or float, you need not to give double quotes or single quotes. Okay. Yeah, please remember this when you want to give some numbers inside print function, you need not to give any double quotes. But if you are giving string, okay, like Jeny, I want to display this in the print statement, then you have to give double quotes or single quotes. Okay, otherwise it will throw it should, okay. So all, if you want to display string, you have to give it in a double quotes here. But if you want to display only the numbers, then you need not a double quotes here. Okay, always remember this. Okay, for variable, you need not to give double quotes. Okay, if you are using variable instead of value, but if you are giving value here, you have to give. So if you want to display the value, something like a string variable, then you have to give double quotes. But if you want to display the variable like numerical variable, you can simply give the variable name here. So what a print statement will do is it will simply display the value of the variable, or if you can directly give the value also. Either you can give the value directly inside the print function, or you can give the variable name inside the print function. So here I have given something as to be displayed. DNA is made of chemical building block called nucleotides. Okay. So this is just a string, value of the string. I am just displaying it in my screen. Okay. I think there is some invalid character. Yeah. Okay. So whatever inside in the print statement, it will display it in your screen. Okay. Now we will see data types. Already I told you. For example, if it is numerical variable, the numbers will be the value. Okay, human genes, number of and human US population, the value is something 32 crore. Okay, and then you can display in the so you can perform some multiplication of operation also in the print statement. Okay, maybe I can show you. Okay, so human genes, this is one of the numerical variable, US population, another numerical variable. Now, let's do something multiplication. So I'm just multiplying human genes with the US population. So what you have to do is use the star symbol here as you perform. You can, when you use calculator in computer, use this multiplication symbol, right? So use this. this will give the value here. Okay, so inside print statement, you can use the perform addition multiplication also. Similarly, string also protein sequence beginning, protein sequence end. So you can display the string variable in the character. You can display the string either in the print state. So this is the character variable or string. You can display it in the print state. So this is just example. For example, M codon is AUG, S codon UCA, A codon AAA. So if you want to add all these sequence, then you can use the add statement here. Okay, maybe I will show the example. So if you want to add all this sequence, then what you can do is I'm going to add all, you can use a plus symbol. So what this code will do is it will concatenate all the values. Okay. Now use the print statement and see what is the value of RNA. So it will concatenate the values of M codon, S codon, K codon. So in Python, for addition, if you are adding two variables like A, assume A equal to 1, B equal to 2, then you can use the operator A plus B. And if you want to subtract, you can use A minus B. If you want to multiply, use the star symbol. If you want to divide, use the slash. Okay, and if you want to return the remainder, use the percentage. If you want to use the power like A square or P square or C square or C cube, you can use the double star. Okay, okay, someone has sent message. Okay, so this is all about the Python data types and operators. Okay. Okay, now let's see one more thing. There are something called comparison operator. Okay, we will see what is comparator operator. Okay. Uh, See, for example, here M codon is AUG, right? S codon is UCA. For example, I want to compare whether M codon is same as S codon, then you have to use double equal to. Okay, so what it will do is it will check whether both the values are same or not. If it is same, it will give true. If it is not same, it will give false. Okay, now because M codon value is AUG, S codon value is UCA, right? So it will compare the value, both are different, so it will give false. Okay, for example, if you change S codon value equal to AUG, now the values are same, right? M codon and S codon values are same. So in this case, what it will do is it will compare both the values and it will give both the values are. So double equal to is a comparison operator. It will check whether the both the values are same or okay. Uh, okay. Now let's change the value. Now S code and UCA, M code and values AUG. Okay. Now I want to see there is something called not equal to. Okay. For double equal to means it will check whether the two variables are same. But if you use not equal to, then what it will do is it will check whether the two variables are not equal. So if you are using this symbol, what it means is it means not equal. Okay. So we are saying M codon not equal to S codon. Now we have a S codon UCA and M codon is AUG, right? So what it will do is it will check both the variables are not equal. Actually, it is not equal, right? So it is telling it is true. Okay. Uh, Similarly, you can check for K codon also. So M codon not equal to K codon, it is giving true. Yeah, both are not equal. So if you want to use double equal to means it is equal. If you are using the symbol, then it is saying it is not equal. Okay. Now I am creating one variable height of Sachin 5.4. Okay. And then I am creating another variable height of Virat 6. Okay. Now I'm creating two numerical variable. One is Sachin height 5.4, height of Virat 6. Okay. Now, if I want to see whether height of Sachin is greater than height of Virat, then you can use this symbol. Okay. Greater than symbol. You can use what it will do. It will check whether the height of Sachin is greater than height of Virat. It is false, right? Because height of Sachin is lesser than height of Virat. So you can use either greater than or you can use lesser than. Now we are seeing height of Sachin is lesser than height of Virat. So it is true. Okay, so there are four different comparison operator. One is double equal to, another is not equal to, another is greater than or lesser than option. Okay, so okay, not now. Okay, so this is the basic about the numerical data type, and then we have seen about the string, we have seen about integer, we have seen about the float, and then we have seen about the operators. Okay, we have seen equal to, double equal to, lesser than, and greater than. Okay, so these are all the basics of Python. Okay, now we will see one more concept called and or not. Okay, we will see what is and, what is are, and what is not. Okay, see, now when we say height of Sachin is lesser than height of Virat, it is true, right? And then we can use, we want to use two comparison statement. Okay, and another statement we are saying M codon not equal to K codon. So we are having two comparison. One is height of Sachin greater than height of Virat, and M codon equal to k codon. Okay, so when you are using two different comparison, you can use and. Okay, if you are using and, what it will do is the both of the comparison should be true. Okay, so here when you are having both of the comparison is true, then only it will give the value as true. Okay, if you are using R here, then either one of the comparison can be true. If either one of the comparison is true, the output will be true. But if you are using and, the both of the comparison should be true, then only your output you will get true. Okay. Otherwise, if you are using R, the both the comparison should be true. Then only you will get the output as true. If you are using and, both the comparison should be true. Okay. So I'm using changing the second comparison not equal to k codon. Okay. So now both the comparisons are true. Okay. So now what it will do is it will return the value as true. So if you are using and, both the comparison should be true. If you are using R, one of the comparison should be true. Okay. We will see what is not. Not means something. If you are giving true here, it will give false. So, for example, if you are giving not true, it will give false. Okay. And then if you are giving false here, it will give the opposite value. Okay. For example, height of Sachin is greater than height of Virat, right? It is actually true. But if you give inside the not operator, what it will do is it will give false. It will give the opposite value. So, and means both the comparison should be true. Or means either one of the statements should be true. Not means whatever, if it is true, it will change into false. If it is false, it will give the true. Okay. So this is one thing. If you have any questions, let me know in this basics. Okay. Maybe I will. I'm just framing one question. Okay. You just find it. So the weight of student one is 64. Okay, and then weight of student 2 is 72. Okay, now tell me what is the output. Okay, please read this carefully. Variable values. Weight of student 1 is 64. Weight of student 2 is 72. And I'm writing weight of student 1 lesser than weight of student 2. And then I'm using not. What would be the output, whether it would be true or whether it will be false. Go through it and let me know what would be the output. Okay. Uh, some people are saying true, some people are saying false. Okay. So let's see. We will remove the weights not function. Now let's see. the weight of student one is lesser than weight of student two. So then if I use not, then it will show false. Okay, but no problem. Yeah, okay, very good. So many of you have that's false. Okay, perfect. I will give one more example. Okay, okay. I'm saying drug one efficacy is 69 percentage. Okay, drug two efficacy is 48 percentage. Okay. Now we have two variables. Now I just greater than. So this is first comparison, and then so I'm having two comparison. Weight of student one greater than weight of student two, and I'm using AND operator, and then I'm saying drug two efficacy greater than drug one efficacy. Okay, in between I'm using and means both the comparison should be true, then only it will display. So just uh, think and let me know what is the output for this. Okay, false, false, false. Okay. So read both the condition and then tell me. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Wait. Everyone is saying false. Okay. Perfect. False is the correct. Okay. Okay. Now another one. Tell me what is the output for this. Okay. Drug one efficacy not equal to drug efficacy, and I'm using not operator. What would be the output? Santino true. Okay. So drug efficacy not equal to drug two efficacy, and I'm using not operator. False. Okay. False. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So one efficacy. Let's see the first one. The drug one efficacy not equal to drug efficacy. It is saying true. Then if I use not, and it will show false. False. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Okay. So this is all about the basics. We will refresh once again. So Python, we have seen what is variable, what is data type, integer, code, string, and then we have seen operator, and then we have seen statement, and then we have seen about the Python syntax. Python is case sensitive. If you are using name and the capital N one place and another place, if you use small n, it will show the error. Variables always should start with the uppercase, lowercase, and underscore. Python doesn't, it won't end with the semicolon. And if you want to write a title or anything, use this symbol. Okay, and then we have seen print statement. Okay, and then we have seen data types, numerical string. Then we have seen a operator, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, and then comparison operator. If you want to compare two variable, you can use double equal to, not equal to, lesser than, greater than. And then we have seen and, or. So this is all basics about Python. Okay. There is one more small topic. Maybe I will take on 15 more minutes. Okay. Uh, if it is okay, I will continue. I hope if I take 15 minutes, it is fine for you all, right? Or if you want to, it's okay. Perfect. Okay. 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 So we have seen. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we have seen about the string, three different data type, right? One is integer, another is float, another is string, right? There is one more advanced data type. I won't say advanced, another data type called list. Okay, so if you have a integer, if you have a numerical variable, you will store something like age 30 or another variable, maybe gender equal to. If it is character or string variable, you will put it under the double quotes. Okay. So this is numerical variable. This is string variable or character variable. So numerical variable, if you are putting value, you need not to use double quotes. But if you are putting a string variable, the value needs to be in double quotes. Okay, now if you see here, there is only one value for the variable. Okay, for gender, there is only one value out there. For example, if you want to store some set of value like height of students, like something 6. This is height of student 1, 6.1 for height of student 2, or 7.1. Similarly, mark, the mark, English mark, or some other mark, 78. This is the mark of student 1. 66, another mark. If you want to store multiple values in a single variable, then you have to use something called list. So list is a collection of values, okay, where you will put the values in the square bracket. Okay, so there are list is nothing but it is the collection of values. Okay, there are two different types of list. One is numerical list and another is character list. For example, we have a different dosages.
Good evening, sir. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, could you please repeat that when do we use square bracket and that circular brackets?
When we have to use single bracket and when we have to use double bracket, right?
Square bracket and another one, which we use in print statement.
Okay. For example, when you are using some print function and all, okay, you will use the something when you are using a function like mean, median. These are all function. Okay, it will perform certain task. It will calculate mean, median, mode. Okay. So when you are writing some function, you will use the normal bracket. Okay. But when you are writing a list, when you are creating a list, when you want to store certain values, then you will use the square bracket. Okay. So only when you are using a function like print or not or mean median, then you will use the normal bracket. But when you are creating a list, you will always use the square bracket. Okay. Okay, so this dosage, it is a numerical list. We are having a dosage of maybe drug 1, dosage of drug 2, dosage of drug 3. Okay. Uh, and another thing is we have a different drug name. This is a character list. or string list, whatever name you want, you can call it as that. Okay. So, so as I mentioned, okay, so we are when you are using a character variable, character value or string, you have to put it under a double quotes. Okay. Okay, so we have a two different lists. Okay, one is numerical list where you can store a collection of multiple values. Okay, only one thing you should be careful is you can't mix character with numbers. Okay, the data type should be same throughout the list. Okay, so always follow. It is always good to follow the same data type in the list. Okay, don't give the mixed data type. First value is number and second value is a character or string. Either give a same set of data type. Numbers means continuously numbers. Character means continuously character. That is a good way to present a list. Okay, so now we will see some function in the used for the list. Okay, I want to see how many elements or how many values. We will call it as element also. So 50 is the first element, 100 is the second element, 10th is the third element, 20th is the fourth element. Okay, so I want to see if you want to see how many elements or how many values are in the dosage, then you can use the length function. So when you are using function, you have to use a normal bracket. Okay. So here it will tell how many elements are there. So here it is telling the dosage as 4 values. Okay. If you want to see drug, how many values are there or how many elements are there, you can use the length function. Similarly, you can use the print function also for list here. If you use the print function, simply it will display the value of the list. So length function, what it will do, it will tell how many elements or how many values are inside the list. Okay. Now there is one more important concept called index. Okay. Index means, for example, it is simply it is a ID. Okay, for example, in Python 50, it is the first value, right? The ID number for 50th is 0. Okay, in Python, the always it start with ID number 0, and the second value the ID will be 1, and third the ID will be 2, and fourth the ID will be 3. Okay, so always if you see here, there is one list, the manufacturer. Okay, manufacturer, we have 4 manufacturer, drug manufacturer. First is Pfizer, second is Merck, third is Bayer, fourth is Novartis, fifth is GSK. Okay, the ID number for first value is 0. Okay, the ID number for the second one is 1. So the in Python, the index or ID will be always start with 0. Okay, why I am telling is, for example, if you want to access the first element, if you want to extract only first element, you can use the ID number. Okay. So if you are using drug square bracket 0, what it will do is it will display the first value, first element. So it will display the first value. If you put 2, it will display the third value. If you put 0, it will display the first value. The ID for aspirin is 0. The ID for paracetamol is 1. Okay. Acetaminophen, the ID is 2. Okay. Lisinopril, the ID is 3. Simvastatin, the ID is 4. Okay. So the always the Python, the ID will be start with the 0. Okay, similar to Excel sheet, the row, not Excel sheet. Always remember the element, always the ID will start with 0. Okay, so there are two types of index. In positive index, the value will start with 0. Okay, the index ID will start with 0. In negative index, there is one more concept called negative index. Okay, in negative index, assume that GSK is the last value, right? So GSK, how it will do is, it will start with the -1 and then Novartis -2 and Bayer -3, Merck -4 and Pfizer -5. The positive index start with 0, 1, 2, 3. Negative index, it will start from the last value -1, -2, -3, -4. So if I give -1, it will show the last value of the drug. Okay, so -1, it will always display the last value. -2, the value before the last. Okay, -3. Okay, -4 paracetamol. Okay, -5 aspirin. Okay. So using either you can use the positive index to access the certain elements, or you can use the negative index. Okay. So here drug 0 is aspirin. Similarly, drug -5 also aspirin. Okay. So either you can use positive index or negative index. Okay. Positive index means it start with the 0, 1, 2, 3. Negative index means last value it start with the minus. Okay. So using what is the use? You can find what is the last drug and what is the first drug. Okay, using positive index and negative index. Okay. Now I have certain question. Okay. Okay. I have a dosages. If I give -2, what would be the value? If you know the answer, put it in the chat. Okay. I'm using negative index. If I put -2 here, what would be the value here? So 10, 10. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, 10 is the correct answer. Okay, so this is negative index to extract 10. But if I want to use the positive index, what is the number I have to use inside here? Okay, for negative index, I have to, okay, 2, 2, okay, 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 perfect, well done. Okay, 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 perfect. Okay, can you tell me, okay, I'm using double equal to. What would be the output here? True, true. Okay. Okay. True. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. So dosage is 2 equal to dosage -2. In both the places, the value is 10. So it will give perfect. Okay. Okay. So this is all about the positive index and negative index. Okay. Now we will see some function. Okay. So as I mentioned, the length function, what it will do. Can you tell me what would be the output for length of dosages? Tell me what would be the output for this. Dosages, check how many values are there in dosages. Okay. Okay, so in dosages, there are four values, right? 50, 100, and 10. So dosage, the length of dosage is 4, okay? So length, it will display how many elements are there and how many values are there. Yeah, yes, and it is 4. Okay, so similarly, the length of drugs, the drugs only has 5 values, okay? So it will display what is the length of the drug. Okay, it has 5 values. Similarly, you can use mean. Okay, mean means
Yes,
someone has a question.
yes, sir. So
Yeah,
now it is not taking it as 0, 1, 2, 3, and it is taking as considered as 1, 2, 3, sir.
yeah. Index only we will have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. In length, it is simply it will tell how many elements are inside. You need not to think about 0, 1. Index is different. It will talk about the ID. Okay. Index helps to extract the specific element. Length, it will simply tell how many values are inside the list.
Okay, sir.
You still confused or you want me to explain again?
Yeah, fine, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. There is two other function. Mean means what? What it will do? It we will add the all the. For example, I want to calculate mean. Mean is the average. I will add 50 plus 100 plus 10 plus 20, and then I will divide it by 4. How many elements are there? So this is mean. Okay. Median means I will arrange the values in the ascending order, and then I will see which is the middle value. Okay, middle value is in between 20 to 50. Okay, so we will add this and separate by 2. Divide by 2. Okay, 20 plus 50, 70 by. So the median will be 35 something, 35. So if you want to calculate mean for dosages, okay, I think we have to use something called import statistics. Okay. Generally, I think there is package if you want to use mean. I don't remember that now. Maybe I will let you know later. But mean, what it will do is, in order to use this function, you have to import certain package first, and then you have to use the mean. So what it will do, it will calculate the mean for dosage list. If you calculate median, it will calculate median, and mode also you can similarly use. Okay. So these are all the function. Length, it will tell how many elements are there. Print, it will display the values of the dosages. Mean, median, mode, it will calculate the average value. Okay. Okay. So there are some questions. Let me know. Give the list of pharmaceutical drugs. Retrieve and print the second drug in the list using the positive index. I want to extract the second value, paracetamol, using positive index. How will you write the code? Okay, using positive index, I want to extract the paracetamol second value. How will you write the code, Python code for that? If you know the answer, put it in a chat. So I want to display the second element, paracetamol, using positive index. How will you write your code? Yeah, okay. Anjali, pharmaceutical drugs one. Okay, perfect, perfect. It is correct. Yeah. So in the first value, the ID is 0. Paracetamol, it is 1. Shaitrashri, yeah, perfect. It is correct. You should not use normal bracket. You should use the square bracket when you are using index. Okay. Uh, Normal bracket, we will use it for the function like length, print. But when you are using list, always use the square bracket. Anjali, for you also use square bracket. Don't use normal bracket when you are using list time. Okay. I want to. Okay. Okay. Use positive index and display the dosage of. Okay. There is one more concept. Okay. I forgot to teach you. Okay. For example, I want to display the first 3 drugs, then you can use 0:3. Okay. What it will do is it will display the first 3 drugs. Okay. Uh, if you want to display last 4 drugs, first 4 drugs, then you can use 0:4. Okay. If I want to display last 3, then what you can do is the acetoaminophen ID is 2, right? Yeah, 2 and 5. Okay. So what you can do is you have if you want to display last 3 elements, you can use this method. Using is2, you can extract first 3 elements, or in between also you can extract. Okay. So this one we can leave. Okay, maybe this question using negative indexing, access and display the last drug dose. I want to display 20, but I want to use the negative index. What would be the code for this? So using negative index, I want to extract 20. What would be the code for that? No, no. One, I want to extract only 20, not the multiple values. I want to extract only 20. Yeah, only minus. Yeah, -1. This is -1:5. It will display the multi. Yeah, perfect. Not -5. -5 means it will go to 100. Okay. So in pi negative, always in last value it will be -1. Yeah. So 20 -1, 10 is -2. Yeah. So perfect. Everyone understood in a very good way. Okay. Okay, given the list, the vitamin A, there are 5 different vitamin here: vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E. What is the result of vitamin 3? Okay, okay, D. Yeah, perfect. So A, the ID is 0, B 1, C is 2, and D is 3. So the answer is D, perfect. Okay, so I have a list of medical devices: stethoscope, thermometer, spinoscope, manometer, otoscope. What is the result of medical device 1? Okay, B. Okay, perfect. Thermometer is the correct one. Okay, I have something like cancer or disease stages: early stage, mid stage, late stage, end stage. Which one will be the correct disease stage 2? And disease stage -2. The first one should be disease stage 2, and the second value should be disease stage -2. read carefully. Which is the in positive index, which is the value of 2, and in negative index, which is the value of minus 2. Okay. So someone are saying A mid stage, it is the ID is 1, so it is wrong. Option D, early stage, the ID will be 0, so it is wrong. So the first value will be late stage. Positive index, if you see the second, the index ID will be late stage. In negative index, -2 means end stage will be -1 and late stage is -2. So option B is the correct. So whoever told option B, they are correct. Perfect. Well done. Whoever told the correct answer. Okay, this is very easy. Divya, I have a question. How about?
Now coming to the previous question.
Yeah. Okay, tell me.
So end stage would be -4.
Yeah. So for example, the last value will be, or in negative index, the last value will be -1. Okay, and before that it will be -2 and -3, -4. So it will go in a reverse direction in negative index. The last, oh, you got it?
Yes. So -1, -2, -3.
Okay, okay.
2 will
No
be there.
worries.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. We have a different set of vaccine, BCG, hepatitis B, polio, MMR, HPV. What is the result of vaccine? Okay, D. It was very quite straightforward. Perfect. Okay. Tell me, we have a list of drug types, antibiotic, analgesic, antiviral, antifungal, and we have a, I want to know what is the in positive index, what is the third value, and in negative index, which is the -4. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the in my 3 means antifungal. Yeah. The 0, 1, 2, 3. In negative index, -4 means -1, -2, -3, -4. So antibiotic, antifungal and antibiotic. Perfect. Well done. Okay. Very good. Very well. Okay. So I think that's it from my side. Maybe I will give one assignment on basic Python with certain questions on data types and data comparison and list. So this is the basic for Python. So that's it. Python is very simple. That's it. Maybe we will see one more session for a basic pandas, and then we will this is the basic thing you need to know for the advanced. Okay. So that's it from my side. I will give one assignment and we will see to in tomorrow's class. If you have any questions, let me know, or we will wrap the session for today. Okay. If you don't have questions, I will wait for 1 minute and then I will close. If you don't have any question, I will wrap the session. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, I will take it as no. Thank you everyone for your time and sorry for the delay. We will see tomorrow. We will see.